Good afternoon, everyone. This is Ausaf Masud, and I have with me today one of the renowned producer and filmmaker of Pakistan and another country. We'll get to know that about her later. And so let's just see what she has to say about Open and her career. Welcome, Iram.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ausaf.
So please tell us something about yourself. What you do, what are the projects that you're working on?
I am an engineer turned filmmaker. I was raised in Nigeria and Pakistan. I think that's what you were talking about.
Exactly.
I moved to Pakistan when I was 7, and I was raised there. And I came to college. I went to Caltech. I'm an environmental science engineer, and then I realized that I sort of wanted to do something that was more interactive with people. And now, so I think I was too impatient to be a scientist. So I decided to become an artist, and I'm realizing you need a lot more patience in art than I thought. And so I've been writing and directing short films for 6 to 7 years now. And Josh is my first feature film that is, inshallah, going to be premiering in Pakistan sometime this year soon. So looking forward to that.
Congratulations.
Thank
and
you.
Best of luck for the movie as well. So tell us something about your transition. Like what did you do? Like you just thought one day that you want to be a filmmaker and you got into it, you took some classes, you took some mentorship?
I think, so I've always been, I'm the daughter of a physicist and a chemist, and I've always been in the sciences and I've been good at them, and I went to school that was very cutting edge, and I think because Caltech is as tough as it is, it forced me to reevaluate things because I liked it, but I was not passionate about it. And so while I was at Caltech, I tried every opportunity I could. I got a digital production class in the summer in Sussex in England. I traveled a year after graduation. And during those periods, I realized that I wasn't passionate about science. I was good at it. I liked it, but I didn't love it. And I think because I was young enough and ignorant enough, I made the switch. I think now I would be like, all these questions would come to my mind before taking the step. But like my mom says, take your first step and God will help you with the next. And I think I just jumped, and I'm still flying, thank God.
Yeah, that's very good that you took that jump really nicely and you landed at the right place as well. That's good. But what were the challenges that you faced? Because I know that it sounds very easy, but I mean, it's not. Right. So what did you go through?
I don't think filmmaking, first of all, it's not like I've landed anywhere. I think it's a fight every day. It's a struggle every day. I think you just choose to look at where you are, where you've come from, and you choose to celebrate how far you've come. Challenges are always, how do you pay your bills? And that's always a challenge as a filmmaker. How do you do the odd jobs and you follow your passion project? You're always producing. Like you're trying to make that call to that investor. You're trying to make that call to that festival. You're trying to make that call to an actor. You're trying to get the script to an actor. It's a constant uphill battle. And there's so many people who want to make films, and there's so many people out there that you have to break the noise. So you're constantly trying to see what the canvas is and what is your uniqueness and how do you leverage your uniqueness to exploit the opportunities around you the best. So, they're constant. Challenges are, as I said, like, will you get an opportunity? Will you be able to pay your bills? Will this film get an audience? Will the film get the money back? So with Josh, at least, I know that we have an audience and everyone is dying for the film to come out. It's just now a matter of trying to, convince the distributors to put as much marketing behind it so that we can release it.
I think you guys are doing a good job because we all already know about Josh. Even though I missed the premiere yesterday, but
it's not a premiere. I might have to clarify that it was not a premiere. It was a private screening. We are yet to do our North American festival premiere. It was just a private screening.
And apart from the professional challenges, like being a woman, did you see any challenges just because you were a woman, or did you find
always?
Anything?
But I don't think that's anything new. I think being an engineer as a woman, you are always having to prove yourself. So when you enter a room, you're already losing, and you have to gain equal ground, and then you have to win the battle. But I think that that's something I choose to not spend too much time on because it's existent, and I think that the more I focus on it, the more it'll become a big thing in my head. So there is always a challenge being a woman. I think for me, mostly the challenge is being young. People just look at you and think that, oh, how could you ever know what you're talking about? Because, you have to be a certain age to be able to know what you're talking about and be successful. I think that a lot of these issues sometimes are bigger in our head than they are present, and even if they are present, it behooves us to ignore them and just get to the matter right away. And I think that's what I do usually. But of course, there's challenges, and most of the people making decisions are middle-aged men in distribution or finance or whatever. So it is there. What are you going to do about it?
So where are you based, basically? Like in Pakistan, or
I usually say I'm not based anywhere.
Okay.
I'm a flying soul. I'm a butterfly. I split my time between the States and Pakistan. So.
And how did you like the Open platform to be over here? Have you been to Open before? And
I've been to the main Open conference in 2011, and I was truly inspired and very impressed actually by such an impressive selection of Pakistan. Like, I have to be very candid with you. Most like Pakistani communities I go to, I'm not as like, there's usually the lack of organization or whatever things that we have. But Open was like, wow, are these all Pakistan? They're so professional, they're so on time, they're so impressive, they're so well achieved and daring, risky entrepreneurs. I think in our culture, especially in Pakistan, we really lack the entrepreneurship spirit. Right. And that's what I loved about Open. And a lot of my supporters come from a lot of the wider Open community. And I think ever since I came, I realized that this is something I need to come to every year to inspire myself, to remind myself that there's so many people around me in similar boats.
Thank you.
So I was very honored to be invited to be a panelist.
Thank you. It's a pleasure for us as well. So another thing, I mean, I can totally see that what you do, you're just totally passionate about, and then you do it with all your heart and everything that you have. But still, there's always a factor where people want to take a break from what they usually do. So do you also have something else on the side just to keep yourself going and entertained? How do you manage those two things?
Honestly, Josh is such a 24-hour project right now. Until I get it to home, I don't think I can take rest. But I'm writing my other scripts. I teach math and science on the side just for fun. I taught a film seminar course at a university. And I mean, it's such a full-time job. Shooting commercials, doing whatever, doing those jobs. So I think it's already a full hand right now.
And I know that you were talking about your upcoming projects at the forum, but would you want to say something about the upcoming projects?
I mean, I have a script that is very much, it's written for Shah Rukh Khan, and I'm hoping to get it to him. But I also have other scripts in development. Right now, I just want people to really follow the film on Facebook, the film Josh. It's facebook.com/thefilmjosh. Just really focus our energies to getting it out there, and once it's out there, then talk about the next project.
Do you want to give any message for the audience, though, or for women over here, because this is all related to the Women Leadership Forum? I know that a lot of people had questions like how could they grow, and you said a lot about it already, but is there any specific thing that you just want to let
Honestly,
them know?
I just feel like there's so much talk. I think people need to just do things. I think that people need to go out there and, whether it's waking up one weekend and going and seeing this place in San Francisco that you've always wanted to see. Life is short. You need to go out there and do things now. And you need to stop talking, and you need to get out of your comfort zone and try new things. And I feel like most of my friends, when they're laid off or in between jobs, they're the most creative at that point. And I think that you need to take those moments and reinvent yourself. And usually they do better things when they have that break. So try and not get lost in this rat race and being a hamster, following the American dream in America. Really take time and understand who you are as an individual, and be creative with the opportunities you have. Don't just do what everyone's doing.
That's a wonderful message, and I totally agree to that. And I think that at Open, it has given us as well a very nice platform about just doing things rather than just stop talking about it. Just you can pinpoint, you can criticize, but then what are you doing?
Yeah.
So it's a very good message from you. Thank you so much.
You can learn by doing. That's the only way you're going to learn. Just do it.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so
much. Pleasure
much.
for you to
Thank
having
you so
you.
much.
Thanks a lot. Okay.
Thanks.
Bye bye.